Hey guys, so for today's video I have my June favorites and regrets. I'm so excited for this month's favorites and regrets because I actually have a ton of products to share with you guys. Sometimes I have favorites videos where I don't really have too much going on that month, and then there's months like this where I have so many new products to share with you guys that I've just been obsessing over, and I have a couple regrets as well. Okay, so I actually have a ton of skincare favorites, more than normal, so I feel like I'm gonna start with those first. The first things I wanna talk to you guys, I wish I kept the packaging, but these are the Olay, I believe the exact name is Daily Cleansing Cloths, and they're water activating. I will leave the exact link down below. These are so amazing, guys. They're the best makeup remover wipes ever. I've said this before, I'll say it again. When it comes to makeup remover wipes, I don't have like super high expectations. Like, I don't expect a makeup remover wipe to remove all of this. Like, let's be real here. You know what I mean? I kind of use a makeup remover wipe as like a starter, you know, a starting point. But these bad boys though, hello, you might as well just take this and you're good to go. I'm not even kidding you. The makeup removing process is already so dreadful, I feel like, but when it comes to these, at nighttime, I actually don't mind removing my makeup because I know that these are just gonna remove it so quickly. So pretty much what you do is they're completely dry right now. You just put them underneath the tap water and they get bubbly and super soapy, and I love it. Normal makeup remover wipes, no matter how many times I flip the packaging or I close the packaging, make sure it's sealed, they always dry out on me and they end up not being really nice and wet, and I hate that. And you can't go ahead and wet those underneath the tap because you'll actually remove some of the solution. I personally find it never works for me. So I love the fact that these are water activating because they're always wet. Obviously, you're using them underneath the water. They're just, I don't want to talk about these for so long because I'm trying to keep this video short, but like, I could go on and on about these. Just trust me, you guys need to pick them up, test them out. Let me know how you feel about them because I'm obsessed over them. The next skincare product I want to talk about, I actually hauled this in my Sephora haul. This is the First Aid Beauty 5-in-1 Bouncy Mask. Whoo! Let me tell you, I have never tried a mask before that felt as amazing as this one. My skin just felt firm, rejuvenated, bouncy. My skin just felt alive, and it felt so soft, and it just felt amazing on, and it felt amazing when I took it off. This is just such an amazing mask. Another skincare product that I also hauled in the Sephora haul is this Herbivore Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water. If you follow me on my Snapchat, I did like a little skincare routine type of snap. It was really fun, but a lot of you guys were asking me about this, and even when I hauled it, so many of you guys were interested, so I figured I need to update you guys on my thoughts. Now, let me just say I love this stuff. I adore it. I love the packaging. I love the concept of it. I love the fact that it's that it's coconut water, that it's hydrating, really feels good on the skin when you spray it on, and I love that it smells like rose. It's just a great product overall, but I do have something negative to say about it. Sugar boy? He's biting the blinds right now. Really? I do have something kind of a little bit negative to say about this product. Just the packaging, the actual spray itself, it only lets you spray once. Like, you know when you spray something and you go, you can't do that with this packaging. Like, you spray it, I don't want to spray it because I really don't want to waste the product because it's expensive, but when you spray it, it just lets you spray one time, and then like you have to pull the tube up so you can spray it again, if that makes any sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. But for me, it's like I want one spray here and one spray here. So every time I use it, I gotta spray once, open my eyes, pull up the thing, spray again. So it's a little bit inconvenient, especially for the fact that this is like, I mean, it's a high-end product, high-end price. But in a way, I feel like it's almost kind of good because it stops me from using a lot of products. When it comes to these sprays, even setting sprays, I'm like a chronic user. Like, I will be like, and we'll put like 20 sprays. So I feel like the fact that that is a little bit of a packaging error actually helps me not use a lot of it. So I mean, I feel like it's, in a way, it's like a good thing, but it's kind of annoying, but it's like a good thing because it's helping me not waste money. Yeah. This is the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. This is pretty much a self-tanner, but it's in a moisturizing form. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It's so nice. It gives you the most beautiful kind of warm tan on your skin. And I love this because pretty much what I do is I use this as a moisturizer. So the same way you would get out of the shower and moisturize your body with any other moisturizer you have, replace that with this, and then you'll just have a super tan body like all the time. So my legs and my tummy always get really nice and tan with this because I don't know, I'm super lazy to use like my Tanny Mousse by Loving Tan on my whole body. I just get lazy. It just, I don't know, it's just easier to apply like a moisturizer all the time when I'm taking a shower, pop out of the shower, rub it on, and I just use this as a moisturizer and it tans as well. The only complaint I have with this is that it's very thick, so like you're gonna spend, you know, longer than normal blending it in and like you know, blending because it is pretty thick, but I mean, it's drugstore, it's affordable, and I really, really love this. It keeps my legs nice and glowy, so I like it. So now on to makeup favorites. The first thing I want to mention is this new L'Oreal, well, new in my collection, not completely new, but new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation in the shade N4. I love this stuff. When I first purchased it, I got it because I was really curious and I didn't think I would fall in love with it, but I love it. Not only is the packaging super cute, the concept of the cushion is really nice, but I love the actual product in itself. It gives you a super kind of medium coverage, glowy, really nice skin. I love this. Not only for days when I want to do like a really pretty kind of glowy makeup look, but I love it for days when I'm in a rush. Like recently, about a week ago, I had an appointment that I had and I did not give myself enough time to put on makeup, but I really didn't want to go out completely barefaced. So all I did was took my beauty blender, dabbed it in here, and at least just put on some foundation, and it was just so quick and easy. So next I want to talk about another foundation. Yesterday I actually filmed a video and it was a whole makeup tutorial using products only under $5, and I kind of used this as a first impression. Now I know I only used it once. I will say right now, disclaimer, I only used it once, so feel free to kind of wait on my second opinion maybe after I tried it more, but I do want to include it in this video because a ton of you guys were asking me to update you guys. So I wanted to tell you guys that I'm obsessed with this. A lot of you asked me how did it work throughout the day, like after I finished filming the video, and it worked amazing. Like this reminds me a lot of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, except I will say they're not dupes, but it's just the same kind of they're in the same family, let's say, and I really like this. It's a cream foundation, so it definitely has like that thick cream feeling, and it's really nice and medium to full coverage, but definitely closer to full. It lasted all day on my skin, blended so nicely. I don't know, I just feel like I think this foundation's $4, like $4, guys. I want to talk about this concealer. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Effect Radiant Glow Concealer. This concealer is that perfect concealer to go for, how many times can I say concealer? Perfect concealer to go for when you're having like that no makeup look or something that's more natural or glowy. I just really love this. It's a definitely light coverage. It's not going to cover up your dark circles, but it is kind of light to medium, being that if you wanted it to kind of be medium, you could put a second layer and kind of build it up a little bit, but it definitely is light coverage, and I just think it's super blendable, really hydrating. Okay, so next I want to talk about a product that's been getting a ton of hype lately, including hype from me. I actually did a full review video on it. This is the CoverFX Custom Enhancer Drops. I'm gonna kind of keep this quick because I could probably rave about these for years. I do have a full video if you guys want like a full in-depth review, but I'm obsessed with this. Let's just say point blank period obsessed. Like look at this highlight. It is so intense. I don't think it gets any more intense than this. I think it'd be impossible to get any more intense. It's a full-on liquid highlight. I love this shade. This is Sunlight. So I do want to talk about another cushion product. This is actually a cushion bronzer, and this is the Sephora I Heart Cushion Bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Tan. Ooh, I'm obsessed with this, guys. I use this in my full face first impressions video. Obsessed with it. It's so beautiful on the skin. It actually just looks like your skin. It melts right in, and what I love about this as well is that it actually dries to a powder finish, like a complete set matte powder finish. You can kind of just put this on and rock it. This is perfect for those no makeup days or really natural looking makeup. It's really good. I think this is limited edition though, so I would highly recommend you guys to go ahead and pick it up. I also just love that this is cushion, so it's kind of just like a different concept than your everyday basic powder. So since we're on the topic of bronzing, I actually have a lot of bronzing products to share with you guys. I am going to talk about this CoverGirl contouring palette. This is actually a new contouring palette of theirs, but I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. This is actually amazing quality. It blends beautifully on the skin, and the color shades are really nice. It comes in light, medium, dark. Again, it just blends so beautifully. Like it blends right into your skin. It almost just looks like your skin. These shades are so nice, especially this bronzing shade right here. I love it so much. It just gives you a really nice kind of neutral, warm, natural bronze. I don't know, I just really love this. If you're at your local drugstore and you're looking for a good cream contour palette, pick up the new TruBlend one from CoverGirl. It's bomb. So on the topic of bronzers, I really want to talk about this new bronzer I picked up. This is the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer, and this one is in the shade 05. This bronzer formula is so good. Like I feel like I keep talking about these bronzers and saying the same thing, that they all look natural in the skin, but they do. Like it just it blends like butter. Like it just blends right into the skin. And I love this color shade actually. I'm glad that I picked it up. This is 05. It is pretty warm, like it's on the reddish warm side, but I don't mind it. Like I'm here for it. I really like the formula mainly on this though. I feel like I need to pick up a couple other shades if there's some other nice ones I'm interested in, just because the formula is really good. I'm actually just noticing now that it says moisturizing and long lasting powder, which is so true. Like I feel like it's weird because the powder is not moisturizing at all because it's a powder, but this powder is like slightly moisturizing. You know what I mean? Like it actually has a really buttery feel to it. It's really, really, really nice. So last for bronzing and contouring, I promise I want to talk about these Wet n Wild contour palettes. I feel like I've talked about them a lot because I've used them in tutorials, but I haven't mentioned them in a favorites yet, and I just had to give these bad boys a mention. Whew. Guys, these are so good. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette in my everyday makeup drawer on my vanity, easily accessible. But I still go out of my way to pull these out of my Alex drawers just because I want to reach for these even more. Like I'm just obsessed with these. The formula is so good. It's so buttery, so creamy, so pigmented. I wish that they would combine these into like a little palette instead of having two, because I love the contour shade in this one, Dolce de Leche, and then I love the highlighting shade in Caramel Toffee. You know what I mean? Like I wish it would kind of be like this. But regardless, I will say that I still do like this contour shade in Caramel Toffee. It's nice. It's just a little bit warmer, but I still do love it. To be honest, I use it a lot as well. I do want to talk about another Wet n Wild product. I've been loving them lately. This is the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. Can I just have a moment for this? I feel like this doesn't get enough hype. Let's talk about this for a second here. This eyeshadow primer is probably the best eyeshadow primer ever. I have been addicted to the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot for years, and I never found anything that would ever make me pick it up instead of that one. Like I've always just gone for that one. I literally picked this up over my MAC one. It's so good. You do have to pat it on, I will say that. Make sure you pat and don't rub. If you rub, you're gonna get like clumps and patches, but if you pat this on, whew, it's so nice. It does have coverage, which is good. It's not full coverage. It gives your lid a nice kind of medium coverage. The main thing I love about it is the fact that it's so smooth. Like it makes your shadows just glide right on top. The second thing that I'm obsessed about it, if you have a problem with like your eyelids are too oily and they don't keep your shadows on or anything like that, I promise you this will solve it for you. This stuff is like super glue. Like I feel like it's literally super glue, because when I, like, you know, I use my finger to blend it out on the lid. Try getting it off your finger with just soap and water. Not happening. You literally need to use oil or a really good makeup remover wipe. So this stuff will keep your shadows on all day. Like you're gonna need a good makeup remover wipe to take off your eye makeup. It's bomb. I'm telling you, this is literally glue for your eyelids. Okay, so next I have an eyeshadow palette. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I haven't been this excited about a palette in forever, especially an Anastasia palette. I won't say I dislike their palettes. I just sometimes they don't tickle my pickle. They don't get me sometimes. But this one, it gets me. Like it grabs me, takes me in. We become BFFs. It's all good here. I'm obsessed with this guy. I mean, just look at it. I feel like it's different in a way because you never see these colors combined. I mean, you have oranges, fuchsias, cranberries, browns, neutrals, warms. It just has everything that you could ever want in an eyeshadow palette. I feel like it's both everyday plus pop of color all in one little eyeshadow palette. Plus, I mean, I love the mauve packaging. Okay, so moving on, I have 3 lip products to talk about. I'm gonna kind of run through them quickly because I feel like this video is already so long. But let's talk about 3 liquid lipsticks, of course. Actually, I have 4 lip products. Ooh, I got a lipstick here too. This is the CoverGirl Katy Kat Matte Lipstick in the shade Coral Cat. When I wore this on Snapchat for you guys went crazy, asked me what it was, and it's this bad boy. It's so beautiful. It's like the perfect summer color. Not only is it the perfect coral shade, but it's the perfect formula. If you have like that no makeup look for summer going on, this is that perfect creamy matte formula. I was so obsessed with this shade that I literally did the same makeup look and wore this same lipstick 3 days in a row. I'm not kidding you guys. That's how obsessed I was with this shade. But I do have 3 liquid lipsticks to talk about. The first one is Kylie Exposed. Like, hello. I knew I would love this shade just based off of before I bought it, seeing it on her Snapchats, but whew, I didn't know I would love it this much. It is so beautiful. I love it because it's different than your typical nude. I mean, normally I go for the nudes or like your pink nudes or your mauve nudes or your mauves, whatever. But this one is like your tan camel neutral nude. If you ever have that makeup look that you do and you get to your lips and you're like, I don't know what to wear. This is that lip color that will just match with everything. Literally, it just goes with everything just because it's that nice neutral nude. Plain old good neutral tan nude. I'm obsessed with it, and I love that it's not too light because I can wear it without a lip liner. I also want to talk about Dose of Colors Brick. I'm obsessed with this color. It's a really nice, I mean, I feel like it is what it's called. Like, it's a really nice brick color. It's a pretty brick red brown, and when I wore this, so many of you guys went crazy asking me what it was because it is that statement lip color. The next lip color is this Too Faced Melted Matte in Who's Zoomin' Who. This formula is really nice. You guys know I was looking for a royal blue lipstick that wasn't patchy because I found that the Anastasia paint was a little bit patchy. This one's a really nice formula. And this one's more of kind of like a violet royal blue. It does have a little bit of that purple more into it, but it is so beautiful. So I almost forgot to mention this Tarte concealer because I actually just used it today, so I had it kind of put aside separately. But this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer. Oh, this is so nice. This formula is really pretty. It's full coverage, but still kind of blendable and hydrating-ish. It's just really, really nice. And I love the applicator, how it's like chunky because it picks up a lot of product and you don't have to keep dipping into the bottle. So I've actually really been loving this. This is in the shade Light. The last favorite that I have is the Cinema Secrets Super Sealer Mattifying Setting Spray. Oh my god, you guys need this. I have been wanting to talk to you guys about this forever. Like, I've been waiting for this video just to tell you guys about this. It's so good. Like, if you have oily skin, you need this. It will literally like suck in all of your oils and they disappear and they will not come back. I'm telling you guys, at the end of the day, I touched my nose, which gets the most oiliest. I touched my nose to see if there was any oil. There was literally like 5% oil when usually there's like 85-90% oil. I'm not kidding you guys, this stuff is bomb. I will say though, like, I'm warning you guys right now, it does smell like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol or nail polish remover, so that's kind of concerning. But I mean, I guess it's a give and take type of thing because it works really good. Okay, so we're finally at the regrets portion. I feel like I've been talking about favorites forever now. The first regret that I want to talk about is not fully like a bad product. This is the First Aid Beauty Slow Glow Gradual Self Tanning Moisturizer. This is pretty much the same as the Jergens moisturizer. That's the only reason I'm including it as kind of a regret. It's still a super great product, works really nicely, blends actually better than the Jergens one, but for the price, I mean, I'm not gonna pay double, triple the price to get this one just because it blends a little bit easier. The Jergens works just as good and it's drugstore priced and really affordable, so I just feel like this one's definitely nothing too special, you know what I mean, but it still works, you know, like it works, it's a good product, it's definitely not bad. It's just for the price, I would prefer purchasing the dupe version, which is the Jergens one. So the next regret that I have is this NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. You guys know my relationship with this concealer. I tried it out like a year or two ago and I hated it, like hated it. But so many people love it that I just had to try it again and again. I still hate it. It's just so cakey, so dry, and when have you ever heard me say something is too cakey? Like, never, right? I'm always down for the cake life. Like, I never shy away from anything that's heavy or full coverage, but this is just, I mean, it doesn't even blend. Like, when you're trying to blend it out, it's just like intense, and it creases really bad just because it is so like heavy. It creases really, really bad around this area. It's just, I mean, for the price of it, it's just not a favorite of mine. I really just don't like this concealer. So the next regret that I have is actually, I placed an order on wetnwild.com and this is their liquid lipsticks. These are the metallic liquid lipsticks. I wish they would come out with regular matte ones, but this is the metallic ones and I wanted to try them out. This is in the shade My Tulips Are Sealed. Not only am I not like a huge fan of the color, but I mainly purchased it to test the formula. So I just did one swatch here, so I'm gonna show you guys. It's pretty sheer. I don't know if you guys can like tell, but it's pretty sheer and it's like super sticky and tacky. I'm just gonna say it, it just looks cheap. Like, it just looks like maybe a lipstick that came in like a little Toys R Us packaging for like 2-year-olds. The packaging doesn't even fully close. Like, I'm closing it and it just like slides right off. So I don't know, it's just not a favorite of mine. I love Wet n Wild products. They do really good at creating low priced, high quality items, but this bad boy is low quality and low priced. So not a favorite. Last regret is this Jordana Fabu eyebrow pencil. I actually tried this for the first time yesterday in my under $5 makeup products tutorial. And I just already know I really don't like it. It's super harsh. It's kind of waxy. It doesn't blend nicely. It's just really, really, really not a good eyebrow pencil. Although it is super affordable, it just doesn't live up to quality standards. I really do not like this bad boy. Okay, so that is it finally for my favorites and regrets. My back is hurting, my throat is sore. I feel like I've been talking forever now, but I had so many things that I was just like waiting to film this video, and like I feel like I just have it bursting out of me. Like I just want to tell you guys about all these goodies that I've been loving and some stuff that I've been regretting too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, thumbs up for more monthly favorites and regrets videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.